Okay, that's the end of the chapter 1. So here we come back. Here Arjuna is lamenting on his situation, the situation of him being in a middle of about to start a war, and the war is between two related families, and Arjuna was about to start a war to kill his brothers, cousins, friends, relatives, various people, and he's lamenting, saying that even if I would win the battle and win the war, and what would I achieve? Because all the wealth and prosperity and everything that I would get with the war, with the victory, will be of no use, because there will be nobody to share and enjoy the wealth and prosperity, because all the friends and relatives will be dead. Dead means killed by himself and by his army. And what would I enjoy, he says, because after killing all the men, the families will lose the family traditional system. There will be immorality among the women folk who will be left behind, and so that's how we are coming to the end of this thing. And then I will quickly move. Okay, Edimam. Did I do this? Okay, I did it. Okay, Edimam, even if Mam, me, Apratikaram, without being restraining, without being fully equipped, Shastram, those with weapons in hand, the sons of Dhritarashtra, may kill, that for me Kshemataram Bhavet. He says, even if, better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra with their weapons in hand were to kill me unarmed and unresisting in this battlefield. Let me be dead, he says, rather than me killing the other folk and become cause of all the he didn't want to be called the destroyer of family, and with the destruction of family there will be immorality spreading, because there will be too many women, and women will lead to immoral life and will lead to unwanted children and things like that. And so that's how. See, now let's move to what's happening in the current scene. Now I have James Cameron talking. Let's see what he says about
that has suffered damage to or loss of their as a result of rioting can seek compensation under the Riot Damages Act, even if uninsured. I've said before that there is a major problem in our society with children growing up not knowing the difference between right and wrong. This is not about poverty, it is about culture. A culture that glorifies violence, that shows disrespect to authority, and that says everything about rights but nothing about responsibilities. In too many cases, the parents of these children, if they're still around, don't care where their children are or who they're with, let alone what they are doing. The potential consequences of neglect and immorality on this scale have been clear for too long, without enough action being taken. As I said yesterday, there is no one step that can be taken, but we need a benefit system that rewards work and is on the side of families. We need more discipline in our schools. We need action to deal with the most disruptive families. And we need a criminal justice system that scores a clear and heavy line between right and wrong. In short, all action necessary to help mend our broken society.
Okay, here that was his speech on broken society, broken families. Let's see what he had said earlier about feckless fathers. This is British Prime Minister speaking in the current world. It's high time that runaway dads were stigmatized and the full force of shame was heaped upon them. They should be looked like drunk drivers, people who are beyond the pale, leaving single mothers who do a heroic job against all odds to fend for themselves simply isn't acceptable. Of course, he is talking about feckless fathers, but there have been people who have commented on even feckless women. There are a lot of reasons why fathers are not with their children, not least that women won't let them. There's a vast mass of women who are equally as feckless as men, and we never talk about them. So here we're talking about the same lines as Arjuna was speaking about. Let's see what Barack Obama is saying.
Obama has a problem with American fathers who abandon their children.
Too many fathers are AWOL, missing from too many lives and too many homes. They've abandoned their responsibilities. We need families to raise our children. We need fathers to recognize that responsibility doesn't just end at conception. That doesn't just make you a father. What makes you a man is not the ability to have a child. Any fool can have a child.
Okay, so that was Barack Obama and David Cameron, the current President and Prime Minister of US and UK, giving the same lecture that Arjuna was talking about with Krishna telling him that the lack of parents in the family, lack of father in the family would lead to degradation of women, and then comes unwanted progeny. This is the shloka. Adharma bhi bhavat Krishna pradushyanti kulastriya strishu dushtasu varshneya jayate varnashankara. Wonderful. How relevant. This is social psychiatry. This is purely compassion going beyond individual compassion. It's beyond in leading to this is the speech of a world-class leader, a president or a prime minister thinking about his society. That's what Arjuna spoke. Wow, such a great far-sighted thinker. And when he's in the middle of a war, and this war, the result of the war, retrospectively when we see, has been his victory. He has still not fought the war. He was known in his time as champion warrior, champion bowman or an archer, that nobody has won against him. And there is no doubt he was going to vanquish, he was going to kill all his enemies, no matter how big those enemies were. So before the start of such a war, Arjuna is thinking about a long-term distance. And if we look back once again in a different way, that was almost the ending of Dwapara Yuga, one of the ages of truthfulness and better spiritual life. And that war, the ages which followed that war after maybe a few decades or centuries, led to the Kali Yuga, which is known as the Dark Age. And coming back from Arjuna and Krishna, we are coming back to Barack Obama. I'm not talking about here politics of Republicans or Democrats, but look at the speech of Barack Obama and the speech of David Cameron, the current president and prime minister of this world in UK and USA, one of the topmost civilized when I say legal, law and order abiding, maintaining countries. So this is where our Bhagavad Gita first chapter takes us. It brings us from the end of Dwapara Yuga to the current age. The first chapter, the very first chapter, the end of the first chapter brings both these two ages to be on the first page, on the same page. Arjuna at this page on Bhagavad Gita, between the verses 30s to 40s of the first chapter, he's on the same page as Barack Obama or David Cameron. So what is there beyond in the other chapters is, I'm sure, the future. So according to me, even I see various other stuff, advancements and modernization and technology, I would definitely say we have crossed all those ages from the end of the Dwapara Yuga, and we have crossed all those dark Kali Yuga ages, and we are back into the start of the Dwapara Yuga. And I'm not saying it all from my own head, though I think I have good reason to say that our current age is a lot advanced age, has taken us back to the Dwapara age. But many yogis have mentioned this. Excuse me. One of the major yogis of the current age who has mentioned this is Paramahamsa Yogananda in his book on autobiography of the yogi. So with this I would stop here. From the next video we will go into the next chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Bye bye.